everyone. This is Joshua Phillips for the Ohio Valley Chess Club. You should be able to see some of our information on the right side of the screen. Just playing a quick 5-0 game today. Okay. So I've tried to play the London system in the Blitz games right now. Okay, we're being allowed to develop normally, I believe. Okay. Let's make this knight move. That trade seems fine. Now, there are some good... Worried about this pawn push eventually, but black just gave up a pawn on his king side, and that pawn's going to be a vulnerability. I'm going to try to get... Oh! Okay. So let's say knight takes... pawn takes knight. He's got a couple moves to defend the pawn, both of which seem a little bit questionable to me. I'm going to try it out, because now I'm going to attack the pawn. Okay, my opponent has chosen not to defend the pawn, so if I take, do I see anything menacing that can be done to me? I don't believe so. I think this just works out fine for me. Yeah, so he kicked my queen out of the way, but still want a safe square, still threatening things on h7. So I'm not sure what my opponent's thinking here. Tempted to make the knight move, threatening queen takes, causing a lot of trouble. Could also castle in either direction just for safety. Actually, I'm gonna play h4 here and try to create some additional pressure before I actually throw pieces at the black king here. Black has his pawn push, but I don't think anything too bad can be done to us by it. Lots of trade-offs, and then we're up a pawn, so maybe that's not great because it won't win the game. So yeah, that traded off a ton of material. I'm going to castle queenside now, creating some pressure against the pawn. I don't know. I saw that all those trading ideas coming. I'm not sure if I should have done anything to try to prevent them. I think I can just play rook to d4 now. Start threatening some checks. Threatening additional pressure on pawn here. Yeah, I think that's okay. Not afraid of this pawn push, I don't think, because I can just go over here. Yeah, if you're seeing this and you happen to live anywhere near Wheeling, West Virginia, check us out. We are meeting Thursday evenings from 6 to 8:30 in the library. We're on the lower level usually. Okay. Can his queen run anywhere? Actually, let me get my other rook up first, because that way I might have some rook traps available to me. Let's try this. I think I'm a lot faster than my opponent in terms of getting something dangerous on the king. Okay. Let's play this one first so that the queen has to move. And now there's the funny issue of having to get the queen. You can't move the queen to here, or else it's pinned. It's going to have to run somewhere. And now, okay. Do I want to try and maneuver something like this? Hoping black just can't meaningfully counterattack. Do I throw the check in? I'm going to try and get my queen also involved in the action. I do have better piece activity, so that's one thing to try to take advantage of. And I'm thinking at some level by saving this check, maybe I can use it more. I didn't see a tactic, so maybe there's something more potent I can do with it. But if checks out, please come like the Facebook page. You'll see a bunch of the videos I've recorded, some information about our other meetings. If you message me here on YouTube or on Facebook, whatever, I can tell you about the various groups we have in the area. So I'm thinking queen threatening checkmate. Because black's going to have to react. The only thing I can see is the queen can come protect the pawn. But if the queen comes to protect the pawn, I have a rook check. So I think now this check is going to be able to finish the game off in nice order. There's some complications still, but now there's a ton of pressure against the black king, which we get to work on. Let's pile up some more. I think this runs black out of ideas. Okay. Let's first pin that rook. And now I think I can get his queen and pawn for my two rooks. Maybe that's not quite good enough. I may have miscalculated here significantly. Now, okay. It's probably a mistake. I think in these kinds of positions, the two rooks are considered slightly stronger, so that's not good. My structure's pretty stable, so that's reassuring. Do need to play quickly so I don't... Oh, he dropped a rook. Yeah. So that's just a rook drop. Now we just need to convert intelligently and quickly. So I may have had some interesting mistakes there in the middle. No, you're not. My opponent asked for a take back there. The reason I'm not giving it to them is that now my opponent offered a draw, which is just unsporting. You know, they dropped a rook while I'm under significant time pressure in a 3-minute game. And I don't see a reason to believe that was a mouse slip. Because they moved this pawn. Okay, my opponent resigned. What I was thinking there, if we go look at the analysis board real quick, and we'll check that key moment, like so right here, my opponent makes this pawn move, which just blunders the rook. So yeah, which just blunders the rook when they should have probably moved one of the rooks over or something, whatever. And the reason I didn't accept that take back or that silly draw offer is that I don't think this is a mouse slip. So I don't... Okay, so I wanted to look at this part in the middle here. Let's see. The queen jump move was the one where I thought I was winning. So like right here... Okay. Now in this position, the engine is recommending rook over check. King has to move to f8. Queen to g6. Ah, so the engine's recommending... I see, this important tactical idea that the rook is attacking the pawn. After you make the obligatory move to defend the pawn. Just sort of showing an idea whereby I maintain all the pressure and have won a pawn or two. So I played this queen move, which isn't very good. Okay. It does look like I didn't miss any, like, checkmating nets. I couldn't find one. I was surprised I couldn't find one, honestly. Okay. See, all the stuff it's recommending are very huge advantages, but not checkmating tactics I missed. And it's still saying I'm heavily favored after that trade-off. And I think that's just because, yeah, we get to this position. I'm up quite a few pawns. I have stable pawns. Okay. Thank you to everyone for watching. Once again, if you are seeing this video and you know anybody who plays chess, if you know anyone who's interested in chess, might want to come play in Wheeling or anywhere else in the Ohio Valley area, please share this content with them. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.